Well, if you didn't want to hang out with us, you could have just let us know.
Sorry. I don't know what happened. I am so glad that this is not anything that I have to do because it's too much. I would rather drive 5 hours to a meeting than have to be in charge of it in Zoom if I could get out of it.
Gosh, this is just so crazy.
So wait, so you're saying someone at a student passed away?
Yes, and not an existing student, a graduate from my son's class. He graduated in I think 2000. I don't know. He's graduating college this year, so it's just it was just unexpected, and he was missing. I mean, I don't know, Anime, you know the details. I don't want to say it on Zoom, but anyway,
Yeah.
in this particular class of Sam's, there's been several kids post-graduation who have passed away. It's very odd, don't you think? In a way, it's unsettling. You know, there's been a suicide, there's been a motorcycle accident, there's been just stuff. So
Yeah, awful.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, no, it was very somber. I mean, I just, I was in the office and it just, I could feel all that pain. Ay. All right. So hopefully people will, sorry, last week I forwarded you the new link if you were planning on attending the subcommittee. I'm just texting. Meeting. All right. All right, still waiting for people. Okay. Tim Bonfatti is coming, so we will have a forum.
Dirty old Boston.
Is it just us right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. Do you want me to give a little briefing on the Monday meeting? Because I did go to it.
Yeah.
To the group. I don't know why we're waiting. Because I'm sure left field and you guys didn't dial into the Dale at Dale meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she has another one. She has another one tonight.
No, she does have one tonight. And she's been, she's genius communicator in many ways. But anyway, the takeaway, it was hard because you can't see the number of participants when you're a participant. So I don't know if it was greatly attended. I counted, I think it was 6 people in the Q&A who asked questions. So that didn't seem a lot. And it seemed to be, to me, folks who were very much more Wheelock neighborhood people.
Okay.
For the names I recognized. So I thought it was interesting. I guess she had a speaker on that was an environmental engineer who talked about the watershed and potential, in theory, not related to this project, but how to protect the water from, I'm not using the right terms, but chemicals seeping into it, and how you should be, you just can't be conservative enough, I guess I would say, was his message.
Okay. No, that's good. I'm thank you for going. It's just good to just hear.
Yep. So I thought the 4 key things coming out of that.
Oh yeah, please.
Were, and how it gets played out over the next weekend, I don't know, were that there is time to make a change.
Yeah.
That the information that we've been putting out that we would be 10 years behind is not true. And there were examples of schools and different things. And so that there is that you could make a change.
Yeah. Okay.
And that you could even make a change in the location after Monday's meeting. And it still could go to vote, like you could make an email to and say the town changed its mind and there was a mechanism to do it. I mean, I didn't write it all down. But
the one thing we have to keep telling her is that, and Tim Bonfatti said this, is that's just 100% false. I've read her stuff, and most Having been on a failed project, what happens after you take a vote and it fails is the MSBA will give you the option to re-vote, but you have to vote the same exact PSR that you voted the first time around.
Okay.
Is that
You
what we
basically
did
get a
here?
choice. You can
Yes, that
either,
is what we did for the high school here
So that's
20
exactly
years
so.
ago.
Well,
that
I
was an
think it's
MSBA, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you were one of the first ones then, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Tim Bonfatti worked on that. And Bob Sliney, he got involved because he was one of the families, you know, pushing, let's revote. And
thank God they did.
yeah,
That's where our kids go to school. So,
Yeah.
so I thought it was interesting because part of it, and they said even in worst case scenario, it would only delay it 3 or 4 years. And you know, I didn't say anything, but I did
well,
want
worst case scenario is Swampscott, which they were one of the first programs back in 2009, and they just got readmitted in 2019. So that took them 10 years to get back in.
Yeah, well, I also, even if it was 3 or 4 years, I mean, I think could you even just say that just adds to the cost because there's.
Well, it's what they keep saying. Medfield has a
Inflation.
history of voting down a project and then approving a smaller project that costs the same amount.
Yes, all right. So anyway, that was it. I think the other point that she kept saying was that the teachers are not for it.
Oh,
And
I've never heard of that.
that they weren't, only the certain few teachers were asked, not the right teachers. This is just what I heard. And this is my end of, you know, I'm one person, but that they weren't, that the teachers would prefer to stay at Dale, and that whole envisioning thing, that not the right people came to it. So we couldn't try to like discount that.
I want Tim Bonfatti to do is see if he can find the paperwork from the last time they did a feasibility study to replace Dale back in the early 2000s, because he said that committee, which was different, he wasn't on it. They voted to choose Wheelock as well.
All right. And then of course her thing is that it's just more costly at Wheelock. So anyway, to the extent that those things have movement beyond her supporters and how deep those supporters go, I don't know, but those were my takeaways. And
that's helpful, Tracy.
and I did feel like there was this sort of I mean, I didn't think that she and Jerry came off as, I think they come off very powerful on Facebook and in social media. I did not think that they came off as knowledgeable subject matter experts. They came up, I thought they came off more human and with an agenda at the meeting in person than they do when they're in social media, which I think they have a better presence there. So, but those were my takeaways.
The hard part is like, beside the fact whether or not you think it should be a Dale or Wheelock, I'm not talking about that. But when I read a lot of her stuff, she just has a lot of incorrect information about the MSBA process, and even examples that she used, you know, like Lowell, she said Lowell submitted a second PSR. They did, but that's not true because they never voted on the first PSR because the city council or the school committee, someone sued the other council, I don't remember who, and the MSBA wouldn't vote on the PSR until they got their quote unquote house in order. So, you know, there's just little things like that where she's saying one thing and painting this picture that's just not, it's just a little off. It's not quite 100% accurate with what she's saying.
All right, folks. No, but these are good things to know moving into Monday, which is just on the horizon. So sorry, I just sent it to Tim Bonfatti, and just want to recap. Monday is just a few days away. Yay, exactly. And I think we've got some things in place. Thank you, Tracy, for, oh, shoot, but anyways, this isn't new information. I'm just giving a recap since we're technically not, we didn't open this meeting yet, but we're not making any decisions right now, but I just want to thank Tracy for my 11:30 text. Are you up? Can you talk to me right now? Can you do this? And so, you know, there were some complications, and thank you, folks. You know who you are, who just respond to my crazy to help me out. So I'm thinking there was a brilliant email that was sent around today by someone, and encouraging people to come tonight. So I'm really hoping we'll get some traction for this community conversation tonight, and then lead up to hopefully have warm bodies at the meeting. But we're picking up the boards tomorrow, hopefully, and I'm psyched about that. And then the flyers have gone. Oh, here's Tim. Sorry. Let's see. Hey, Tim.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Sorry about confusion.
No, yeah, that's all right. That stuff happens these days.
We go with the flow. Mike did send an email saying we might have to repost, but since we're not making any decisions, we're not voting on anything, we don't have any minutes. And I did email the new link to Chris Potts, and I texted her saying heads up. So I'm hoping I covered our
I
bases.
think the issue just, I mean, I'm fine with it, but if it wasn't for this situation, I wouldn't worry at all. But I think if she wants to make a stink, she could. That's the concern. I see she's not on yet, but
Yeah, no, but I'm hoping, because I immediately emailed her. So I'm,
yeah.
I think she knows, she gets her stuff right away, and she doesn't come to every single meeting.
yeah. So I mean, we're doing
So I think that's my feeling on it. I mean, what she can make a stink about it, but in anyways, when she gets to that level of hair splitting, I think it reflects poorly on her. So I hope she does.
But anyways, so we will just recap now that our meeting is officially called to order. Let's see. 12:23. I got to write all these things down. Sorry, I did not do any minutes for this week. Just, I think you guys can understand the nature of this whole week has been crazy. But I just want to recap. The boards have been sent to the printers. I should be picking them up tomorrow. And the flyers have been sent to Christine at Town Hall, because she is aggregating all the flyers instead of folks, passing them out. We're hopefully going to get people to come tonight to our community conversation. And I don't know if you guys got to see that infographic that was sent. Did people get a chance to look at that by any chance?
Yeah, the one pager there that you just sent.
Yes.
Morning? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought it looked nice.
Okay, good.
I mean, I think there's missing information and all, but
yes, it was just. Yeah. I'm working on that with the woman who really came out of the woodwork. Yeah. Said, I created this for you. Do you want to use it? Because I think you need some help. And I thought, thank you. Yes, please. So
the impact on renovation, I think, as I recall reading it, when I just looked at it quickly, was 1 year. And of course, renovation is at least 3 or 4 years. But I just.
Okay, yeah, I will go through the fine detail, but I think in terms of initial impact and initial look, I liked how it was clear and, visually appealing, because I was thinking whether do we write like a dense article with some bullets, or just do we send something like that out? That's the opinion I'm seeking here.
But what are you thinking timing wise? That's what I like. Before Monday, you see this is something to go out
before Monday. This would be sent out before Monday.
And what happened to the flyer that we just did? Like, did we send that out? I guess you sent it out as part of the email. So this would be like another piece. Why not?
Yeah.
Talking about the one that was attached to your email last night. Is that the one?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
In terms of the committee packet. Yeah. The red and blue.
So did you create that, or who created this?
A woman in town. She's a graphic designer, and she, she just basically said, it looks like you need a little bit of help. And I've already created this. because she's got a lot of questions. So, and I said, well, thank you very much. And I'll take it to the committee and we'll talk about it. So folks like it. I mean, it has to be tightened up and accurate, obviously.
And make
but
sure Mike sees it. I mean.
yes, I've sent it to Mike. And we're going to chat about that today and just make sure it's all correct and then just send it out. So a thumbs up.
Yeah. I
Very
mean,
good. And what else? Recap. Okay.
Anna May, I have to step away for a couple minutes, but I'll be back. Just
Okay, no worries,
Okay.
no worries. Thank you. So in terms of, emails that were sent out, I think I'm hoping people on the committee and, individuals in general will just really encourage people to come to Monday's meeting with an open mind and just open to hear all sides and then take their vote. And but in terms of especially folks who have more experience on this, is there anything we should be doing that we're not doing?
Right, can we just talk about tonight first?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I'm sorry. Okay, because I'm
That's
just on the Facebook page. All right, so we have the reminder. That was good, Tim. You're always, I always check up on you, Tim, and you're always done, so I don't have to. So I'm like, oh, did Tim do it? And you've always done it, so that's always great. So I think that looks good. We sent that out. I'll share it to friends. And I'm just trying to think, is there anything else we need that we can be doing to get people tonight to the community forum? Should you send another quick email like at 3 o'clock to the to the email group?
Okay, the MailChimp, just
The
another
MailChimp and
reminder.
just say,
Okay,
hey,
that's
just
a great
quick
idea.
reminder, because sometimes, I'll have these things on my list all the time. And then I forget, but if I get something at 4 or 5 o'clock,
Great idea. Great idea.
I wish we could collect, for going forward, maybe we can even ask people, would you prefer to get like a place where you can get a text reminder?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't know
start
how
that to work.
technically to do that, but I know when I get those are very helpful to me, when they
Yeah.
come from a place. Maybe we can look into that after this week, as we get to other things. So if we send that email, I think that's great. Tim, do you think it's worth reposting it doesn't even have to be this thing, but about 5 o'clock on the Facebook page, just saying, oh, community, here's the link.
I think he said he stepped away.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good point. Yeah, so we can ask him that. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. So I will resend an email. I'm sure Tim will repost, Tim Baker, and yeah, anything else for tonight?
Well, I think that it would be great if Nicole, the other group over there would post some stuff about tonight. And I don't know how to reach out to them and what's appropriate, but they have a huge group of people there. So
Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice if it was on their page.
yeah, let me go look. What is the name of that page?
It's quite similar to our, I think.
No, isn't it For Our Kids? Something like that. It's
For Our Town. Yeah.
all right. Let me see if I find that. All right, keep going because this will take.
Yeah.
I don't have
No,
the right
that's
thing.
cool.
Don't wait for me to find something on Facebook. It's too distracting now.
Yeah, you go down rabbit holes. All right, very good. All right, that's cool. So,
Actually, Anna May,
yeah, please.
not that we need to be inserted in everything, but is this something that you would like Arrow Street to attend as well?
Yes, that would be really great.
Okay.
Can one or two? We just don't want quorum, and I didn't know. I'm going to be in school committee meeting.
Yep.
I think Steve Grenham is going to be there.
Okay.
Mike, I think Mike spoke to Tim Bonfatti. He wasn't sure. Tim Bonfatti, are you coming tonight?
No, I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't talk, well, maybe he did. I forget.
Well, is there somebody else from the building committee that's going to be there tonight besides
Yes,
Mike?
I was hoping Tim Bonfatti, if you were free.
Let me, I have something, but let me look into it, whether I can somebody else can cover it.
Okay, thank you. And Bob, I asked Bob Sliney. So as long as we don't have quorum, but it would be great if we had a representative from Arrow Street. That would be really helpful. I think
Okay.
just having different voices available.
Yes, that's my point, yes.
Can you send that to me, Anna, because I don't have that. The one I have was canceled.
Yes, I will absolutely send that to you.
Yeah, that was just the building committee that was sent.
Yeah, sorry about that. And thank you, Emily. Okay, very good. All right, so that's tonight. And all righty, so for Monday, anything else we should be doing for Monday besides sending out the infographic, sending out emails through our regular channels? Any other?
Yeah,
idea?
I'd like a sense, I'm sorry. I know I'm controlling, but
Ah,
who's gonna say, like, I know I think, did we talk about, is someone going up to the mic? Is there, what is the way to
Yes.
respond in this process of people coming up? Are we gonna do it at the beginning? Are we gonna send someone at the beginning and at the end? I just want to understand how that's gonna be, the flow and the staging of that.
yeah, so we spoke to Scott McDermott, and he is going to, there's a whole specific process where, you know, the folks proposing the article, they're going to have 8 minutes to speak, and then we're going to have SBC actually SBC and school committee are going to share those 8 minutes. So we didn't want any preferential, you know, extra time if we, you know, in terms of school committee getting extra time. So we're just sharing that time with the SBC. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
so that's Mike and who else?
Tim Knight is going to
Okay,
speak on behalf of school committee.
okay,
And then I think folks are just gonna, you know, the proponent mic and the opponent mic, and people are gonna go up as needed.
and do we have a chance at the end, like a closing statement?
I think that has to all be all within that 8-minute block there. I don't think there's like a revisit. I suppose people will be answering questions if there are questions coming from citizens, but I don't think there will be like a closing statement part of it. Everything will be in the context of that 8-minute slot that we're both given. Does that make sense?
It does, so the 8 minutes that we have, or you guys have, what, is there like a talking point thing that people are going through of what the highlights are? You're gonna wait and hear what their 8 minutes are?
Yes, so I think, yeah, Mike Quinlan is working on those points.
Okay,
And yes, so, and I think they're still working it out.
okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, and we've given Mike a few slides.
that's right. Yes, 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 yes. And those are visual slides, and I think he's just gonna,
okay, and then the boards, where are they gonna be at the school?
they are gonna be at both entrances.
Okay, and then we're gonna have the flyers, is someone handing them out, or what's?
So I sent all Christine Truewaller wanted all the flyers, you know, yesterday or the day before.
Yeah,
by
you said that, so she's gonna take care of that for the meeting and handing them out.
the town is doing all that because they didn't want people handing stuff out.
But when you say is doing all that, what is all that? Like,
They are printing
sorry. I
flyers.
get the printing, but how are people getting them? Like,
So as people are checking in, they're,
Mhm.
you know, they're being handed.
okay, all right,
on a
okay,
table.
all right, okay,
Yeah.
I just wasn't, so they're gonna do that through whoever's working the town meeting, okay,
Correct. Yes.
and, okay,
So then everyone has access to all the paperwork. And I think that from what I understand, they're just being handed a packet of everything, you know, from all the various articles, from the Energy Commission, from us. So everybody's getting a nice, neat little bundle. That's how I
Okay.
understand it.
okay.
Yeah. Yep. 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 All righty. So, let's see. Oh, and I just want to share a screen here. And Chrome. Sorry, Gina sent me a new thingamabob. Here. Can you guys see this? In terms of community meetings here.
No.
I suppose it all depends on how Monday goes, whether or not we need another one at the end of May, another community meeting. But I really loved the Stoneham concept that Emily shared with us in terms of their monthly meeting, just a recap the process and open up to Q&A. It was quite informal. It seemed more of a dialogue and an opportunity for people to bring up points that they're interested in. So this is a tentative schedule. I just wanted to show you guys any thoughts on that, but maybe we can revisit this next week when we'll really know where we are.
Anime, you're sharing your screen, but for some reason I can't see it. I don't know if
Yeah.
others can.
Nothing's coming up on mine.
Oh, poop. All right, let me just stop sharing it. Sorry. And then I'll do it again. Chrome, Google. How about now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I suppose the question, and we can just, I'm going to plant that seed. This is what Gina came up with as a tentative schedule. And again, maybe next Thursday, we can really revisit this and talk about the game plan moving forward. Is that cool? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I'm sorry, I'm just distracted. I'm trying to look for that group to see if they've posted anything. Does anyone remember their name for the pack?
It is for our kids, for our town,
Yeah,
or
it doesn't-
try
it doesn't-
elementary school something or other. But all right. Tim Bonfatti, do you think we've got any other, do you have any other suggestions, any other ideas or anything that we should be doing?
No, I think we're doing what we can do.
Yeah, we're doing what we can. Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think there's anything, ultimately, it's going to be what it's going to be. And,
Exactly.
we're going in front of the community, right? I mean, we've already spent 80-something% of the money. I mean, we're going to do the best we can to communicate to people.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We're just going to do our best. Do best. All righty. And well, then if anything else, I think really Monday is going to say it all. And next Thursday we'll regroup and take it from there.
Yeah.
I think we'll be prepared, that we'll have to be prepared though to whatever comes out Monday. That'll really give us the direction we take. It's either a thank you or it's we got to figure this out. I don't know. All righty. Okay, well, if nothing else, I think we should adjourn. Do we?
Well, I
anyone
just
else
want
have-
to double check these details here between now and 5 o'clock. You're going to send
Okay.
something out on the email.
I am.
Okay, on the MailChimp. Tim Knight, I don't know if you're back. Tim Baker's
Tim
going
Baker's
to
gonna
repost.
repost.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I just got back. What am I doing?
Well, we were just
While
thinking
you
it
were
might
away.
be just good to repost just the link. It doesn't even have to be the graphic, like right before you leave the office, to say, hey, just in 2 hours, community forum, get it on people's feed again.
We did post it. It got reposted about an hour ago.
Yeah, I did see it. So I just didn't know if we wanted to do a quick reminder. I think the email is a good way to go. And then someone is going to reach out to the PAC and see what they're doing to get people, if they're posting it and sending a note about it to people tonight.
Yeah, I can I can email Nicole. And
Yeah, I
see.
think they have a whole
Yeah.
different group of people.
Yeah, it's, we have to keep our lines separate,
Yes.
But,
Well, that's
so
what I'm
yeah.
trying to, I don't know, but I think we should check and see if they have done it. I'll find it after the meeting and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
the posting between now and Monday going to the meeting is we're sending out the infographic through the email, a reminder to come, and we're gonna do those. And then something that day.
Monday, yep.
Okay, all right, so that's the
Do
schedule.
I think that's a great idea, like around that 4 o'clock mark to do a reminder. I think that's a good practice to get into, because you're right, I always forget about things.
Well, I think it's good to do through the email. Tim, you can confirm this. On Facebook, it doesn't, you don't know how they're gonna place it. In their feed and in all their
Oh, no,
algorithms.
yeah, that's a mystery that is beyond my.
Okay, I think sometimes if you post.
That's why I
twice in a
actually like
day,
it when
they automatically take you out, so I've read things like that. So maybe that's not worth it. It's
I don't
better
know.
to
I only
do
have
the
2
email.
friends, Anime and Leo, and Leo's the only one who ever posts anything. So.
Okay. Okay, so
Um,
anyway, we'll see. All right.
So I typically have Christine and Sean share it at different times.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
it's not
Perfect.
shared at the same time, like by everybody, like by all the different pages. So in case, depending on when people check Facebook, it comes out at different times. So it'll be higher on their feed.
Yeah.
But
Okay, yeah,
it always comes down to individual settings.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And whatever they're up to that week on Facebook in their algorithms, I don't know. But anyway, okay, that's good. All right. Thank you very much for answering all my questions.
No, thank you for the recap. But so Tim Baker, if you're just, I will send that out around 4 and then I'll share it. If you could pretty please repost that MailChimp. I think the graphic that Tracy did was good. So I like having graphics in it. It just makes it more visually interesting. And
Graphic in the MailChimp, or
I will do that. So for reposting, I think if we just repost the MailChimp, I think that'll be good around that 4 o'clock mark. When I send it out, yeah. Did I lose him?
All right, so.
hello.
Oh, now we can hear you, Tim.
Yeah, I heard you. I guess you couldn't
Okay.
hear me.
No. All right. Sorry,
All right, so
Tracy.
Anime, I did find their Facebook page, and I do not see that they have posted anything about the community forum.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So I think that would be, I don't know the best way to handle that, but I'll leave that to you. But they do have 247 people following their page.
Okay. Yeah. I spoke to the Ethics Commission last week because I just, because a school committee member asked me, can we like this page? Can we share this page? And the Ethics Commission, they did say, as individuals, yes, we can share it. As a school committee, no, we can't, but we don't have a school committee page. But so yeah, so we can share it.
Beyond the Facebook part, because I think the thing is out on Facebook, if they have a list that they're obviously emailing to, that would be better if they could send an email today.
Yeah, I think they've got one out. They've got one out or in the works because I saw an email that I think came from them. So,
but not with the forum for tonight. I'm just worried about tonight. I'm so short term in my thinking. I'm just worried about getting people there tonight. So, okay.
It did have info in the forum.
Okay. Can you send that to me?
I will.
Because I mustn't be getting them. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I definitely will. Perfect. Okie dokies. Sorry. Anything else?
Anime, just one quick thing. I did see the new website, which, by the way, looks terrific. Really nice.
Yes,
well,
Laurie, good point.
It does.
I don't know who all pulled that together, but it was
It looks
quite
so much better.
Yeah.
Can you guys still see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
The one thing I was going to mention, and we'll wait until after Monday because I know you guys are jamming away, but we should give you some updated information for the Arrow Street project team page, just because it has some old information, and so we can have somebody coordinate
Oh.
that with you Tuesday or later after next week.
Okay, beautiful. I mean, it's
But otherwise,
just,
yeah, no, I think it's really very nice, very sharp.
look at that handsome picture, Tim Bonfatti.
Nice. Back in the days when you had to wear a suit.
Yeah, that's not what Larry was getting at. Back in the days, but when I had hair, that's what he's saying. Or at least
No,
a little
anyway,
bit.
this is good. This is good. All right.
Leo's photo also might need a little.
Yeah,
He
High
looks
school
like
photo.
he's 12
Wow.
years old. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Also with suit and tie.
I know, exactly. Hilarious. All right. Well, super duper. All right. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Thank you for bringing the website up, Larry. That was, and I forgot to bring that up at the SBC too. Anyways, hopefully I'll see it. All right. Motion to adjourn. Do we have one?
So
I have a
moved.
motion. Yes, please.
Okay. Tracy motions. Do we have a second?
Second,
Second, Tim. All right. Roll call vote. Tim Bonfatti,
yes.
Tracy Rogers,
Yes.
Anna Mae O'Shea Brooke. Yes. All righty, folks. Onwards.
night.
Thank you.
All
Ciao.
right, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. Do I stop sharing?
That was good. Sorry.